Imagine landing in DMK airport on a visa-exempt entry. You paid for fast track and everything thinking it's going to be smooth. Instead, you end up detained, signing an expulsion order, and eventually deported. Even though you only stayed like 14 days this year, and you had cash, tickets, the whole thing ready. This actually happened recently to some travelers who reached out to me. Hello everyone, this is the Roaming Asian. Today we're breaking down what's going on with Thailand's immigration in 2026, these recent changes agents are talking about, and the real stories from DMK Airport. If you're heading to Thailand anytime soon, especially as a digital nomad, you're going to want to watch this. So, Thailand had expanded the visa-exempt to 60 days for 93 countries back in 2024. A lot of us digital nomads and long-stay people were relying on that plus extensions or quick border runs. Then on May 19th, the cabinet approved rolling a lot of that back. They're moving mostly to 30 days for fewer countries once it gets published in the Royal Gazette. As of right now, the 60-day is still technically active, but enforcement has definitely tightened up since late May. The reason they gave? Curbing abuse, illegal work, and people using tourist stamps for other stuff. Officers are looking much closer at your patterns now, not just what happened this calendar year. Let me tell you about what happened to two Sri Lankan digital nomads who contacted me. They flew into DMK airport on June 1st from Vietnam. They had only spent about 14 days total in Thailand this year. They booked the airport fast track, 4,500 baht. But the day of the flight, their agent told them that on May 31st the rules changed. After 2 airport border runs in a calendar year, you could get detained, and re-entry would only be from your home country. The agent checked with his immigration contact and said they should be fine. The day before, though, he had to refund some other tourists whose fast track didn't work because they were already detained. Officers are now questioning your overall intention. They had to fill out a financial form, then sign something that had the expulsion order on it. They got detained in that room near gates 1 to 6. You know, the gates where people take the bus first before getting to their planes. Lots of Chinese travelers in there too. The women's area was clean, toilets okay, but the mattress and pillows were really hard to sleep. The agent said they had 2 options: fly back to Vietnam, where they just came from, or go straight home to Sri Lanka. Book the earliest flight possible. And he said they could potentially re-enter Thailand after. Here's where a lot of misinformation came in. The agent told them they could try going back via BKK airport after Vietnam. They booked a layover flight, but that didn't work. Officers wanted direct non-stop because of the NTL, or not to land order. Layovers caused problems. They flew direct to Vietnam but got detained again in Saigon. Thailand had issued an NTL, so Vietnamese immigration wouldn't let them proceed. They ended up having to book a flight home to Sri Lanka. The agent was wrong about the easy re-entry via BKK. But what he got right is that you can still go back to Thailand. You just need to apply for a proper tourist visa at a Thai consulate in your home country first. As long as you weren't flagged for something serious like human trafficking, which has different detention centers, that path is still open. There were also European tourists detained at the same time for similar old in and out stamps. And another Chinese guy who contacted me flew from Jakarta, same situation, sent back, and ended up in a dirty cell with cockroaches in Jakarta. The Indonesian officers actually explained the NTL better than the Thai ones did. No one saw an actual NTL stamp in their passport. They were just escorted the whole way and got it back when they landed home. So this means that past entry patterns from years ago are being looked at closely now. It's not just about this year's stays or even having cash and tickets. Fast track services. 3,500 at BKK or 4,500 at DMK may give you false confidence. Language barriers and officer discretion play a big role too. Re-entry is still possible after something like this, but get a tourist visa from a consulate first. Don't try Visa-Exempt right away. This isn't legal advice. Things can change fast, so always check official sources. Thailand is still an amazing place for genuine short trips. But for digital nomads and frequent visitors on Visa-Exempt, it's gotten a lot stricter. As for me, I left Thailand earlier this year because I had already sensed some new changes were afoot, and I didn't want the stress of whatever those changes may bring. I mean, they always change rules. If you've lived in Thailand for a year, you'd know what that means. If this helped, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Stay safe out there, plan carefully, and I'll see you in the next one.